Sarah here. Sarah says that she wants to prepare for a career in television broadcasting by majoring in telecommunications.
Insight into Russian actions, particularly in the last couple of weeks, does the proximity of the state give you?
They're our next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
Well, explain to me why that enhances your foreign policy credentials.
Well, it certainly does. As Putin rears his head and comes into the airspace of the United States of America, where do they go? It's Alaska.
Do you agree with the Bush doctrine?
In what respect, Charlie?
The Bush, well, what do you interpret it to be?
His worldview. What the bailout does is help those who are concerned about the health care reform that is needed to help shore up our economy, helping the... It's got to be all about job creation, too, shoring up our economy and putting it back on the right track.
I'm just going to ask you one more time, not to belabor the point, specific examples in his 26 years of pushing for more regulation.
I'll try to find you some and I'll bring them to you. I killed the bridge to nowhere.
I told Congress, thanks, but no thanks for that bridge to nowhere up in Alaska.
But it's now pretty clearly documented. You supported that bridge before you opposed it. You were wearing a T-shirt in the 2006 campaign, showed your support for the bridge to nowhere. You were solidly for it for quite some period of time until Congress pulled the plug. And after it became a national embarrassment, when you were a mayor of Wasilla, you hired a very prominent lobbyist to get Wasilla money.
We did. We paid $30,000 for a lobbyist who was in D.C. because we're thousands and thousands of miles away from D.C.
What newspapers and magazines did you regularly read before you were tapped for this to stay informed and to understand the world?
I've read most of them.
I mean, specifically, I'm curious that you...
all of them, any of them that have been in front of me over all these years. I have a vast variety of sources where we get our...
Gets turkey pardon time Palin style.
I will read the following foul pardon. I, Sarah Palin, Governor of Alaska, and friend to all creatures, great and small, do hereby deem this foul creature worthy of a pardon. Just a greater appreciation, I think, for what other candidates go through. You know, it's pretty brutal, the time consumption there and the energy that has to be spent in order to get out and about with a message on a national level. Great appreciation for other candidates who have gone through this, but also just a great appreciation for this great country. There are so many good Americans who are just desiring of their government to kind of get out of the way and allow them to grow and progress and allow our businesses to grow and progress. So great appreciation for those who share that value. And it was a blast. Every day was just a blast out there on the trail.
And due to the declining oil prices, are you concerned about any state programs being on the chopping block?
You know, thankfully, we're in a good position still, fiscally speaking. We're in a good position. And you need a little bit of levity in this job, especially with so much that has gone on in the last couple of months that has been so political, obviously, that it's nice to get out and do something to promote a local business and to just participate in something that isn't so heavy-handed politics that invites criticism. Certainly we'll probably invite criticism for even doing this too, but at least this was fun.
What are you going to cook for Thanksgiving?
I'll be in charge of the turkey. Yeah, my sisters and my mom, they're all bringing everything else, but I'm always in charge of the turkey, so I'm where I need to be today to prepare for that.
By the way, Governor Palin's office is now telling our NBC News desk that a photographer asked her if she wanted that as a backdrop, and she replied, "No worries."
Last week in Alaska, she pardoned a turkey, and then she spoke to the press, and something unfortunate was going on in the background. Can you take a look? Here's what we're talking about. This is
you need a little bit of levity in this
you
job,
see that
especially
guy
with
over her left
so
shoulder?
much that has gone
that
on
guy
in
is
the last
grinding
couple of
turkeys.
months that has been so political, obviously,
look out.
that it's nice to get out and do something to promote
and
a
she's
local
enjoying
business.
her Starbucks, and she got her $2,000 Burberry scarf on, and she's couldn't be happier.
Not only am I ready, but willing and able to serve as vice president.
What do you think about Sarah Palin when you...
People watching her on television, can they not see that she's basically learned certain speeches, and she does them very well. She's got a very good memory. But it's like a nice-looking parrot, because the parrot speaks beautifully and kind of says, "all shucks," every now and again. but doesn't really have any understanding of the meaning of the words that it is producing. And the extraordinary thing is that so many people are taken in by it. And the truth is that Sarah Palin is no way good enough.